What is up, Karatics? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles that I never got the chance to because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. Again, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you guys want me to customize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Dewbauchee Massacro. So this car came out with the High Life update in May of 2014, so it's definitely been a while. This car can be found on the Legendary Motorsport website for $275,000, which honestly isn't all that bad of a deal when you consider the performance it had back then and the fact that it was a DLC car and the first ever Dewbauchee DLC car as well. Now, this car used to be one of the best for sports car races around a track. It was very competitive against the Feltzer and the LG RH8, for example, but depending on the track, the Feltzer and the LG were always a bit quicker. Again, very track dependent and driver dependent as well. The Massacro was definitely the easiest to drive out of the three. Now, the Feltzer was almost half the price, and the LG RH8 was free for social club members. Now, there is a race car version of the Massacro, which is basically the same car with a livery that you cannot remove. It has slightly better performance in terms of handling, but that's pretty much it. They basically perform the same, and that car costs almost $400,000. So the regular Massacro is definitely the better buy if you want the clean look and a cheaper price. But anyways, in terms of what the Massacro is based on, it's primarily based on the second generation Aston Vanquish. Absolutely gorgeous car from 2012, and the one in GTA actually looks pretty good, especially the headlight design, which is probably my favorite part of the Massacro. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the first ever Dewbauchee DLC car in GTA Online. Alright, Massacro. Got armor, got brakes, bumpers, carbon splitter, very nice, very simple, kind of accents the factory splitter already on the bumper. You got a painted splitter, and you got a carbon race splitter. Interesting. Yeah, carbon race is definitely a bit too aggressive for me with a tow hook, and it also adds little bolts on the bumper. You can see there by the headlight area, kind of like for racing. You know, I guess those are parts if you want to turn it into a race car, you can do that. But this is the regular Massacro. We already have a race car version, so I think it's better to make this one clean. So we'll do carbon splitter, rear diffuser, very nice and simple. Okay, and you got race diffuser. Also does the bolts on the bumper right under the tail lights there. Nice diffuser. I just don't like the bolts and stuff. Plus the tow hook. Again, more race car looking stuff. I think we'll do the rear diffuser, normal one. Chassis, so you have a roll cage if you want to do that. Very simple roll cage, you can see there. And then you have the race roll cage, which adds a roof scoop. And it adds, let's see what else it adds. Oh, it adds a little, I think that's a fuel filler there on both sides. And the roll cage, of course, and the roof scoop. Again, if you're going race car, definitely. I don't really want a roll cage in mine, so we're going to skip that. Engine. Exhaust, you have the stock quad chrome tips, and then if you want to do titanium, you can do that. I think the titanium looks a little weird on this car, not my taste. The stock exhaust is perfect. I love quad tip exhaust, so we're going to keep that. Fenders, we got the vents on there with the bolts. Again, more race car stuff if you want to do that. Hood, you have carbon stock, and then you have the race vented hood. Now, I actually like the vented hood, it looks pretty good. But then it forces you to have, you know, all the hood pins and stuff, again, like a race car. I'm going with that theme, which I don't really like, so I guess we'll skip that too. I wish there was more options than just, I mean, the majority of the options for this car is like either stock or race. It's like nothing really in between except for a couple on the bumper and stuff. Lights, xenons, why not? Continuing, I love the headlights on this car, by the way, really nice. Plates, I do have an Aston plate for this. There we go. And then we'll do a black background. Very nice. Now, respray for this car. I want to do something a little different. So we're going to go with, let's go here to the area over here. Here we go. We're going to do a diamond blue, which I think looks really good. And then we're going to give it a really nice pearlescent to brighten it up a bit. I think the ice white really gives it a nice balance. Some other colors too that look really good on this car, obviously metallic gray, or something similar to that, but I think the diamond blue is a great color for this car. And of course the metals brushed aluminum looks really good on this car too. I just wish it was a bit brighter, but I think this color is pretty nice and different. A chrome goes on the hood for those of you wondering. Side skirts, you have painted side skirt option, nice. Then you got carbon side skirt. Then you have the race skirts, which, I mean, to me these look more like race skirts than the other ones. These don't actually look too bad. It kind of matches our front splitter too. I think we'll do the race skirt, even though this one looks more like a race skirt with the winglet on the back. So yeah, I think we'll do the race skirt. Yes, this one looks good too, the carbon one. They're both nice in their own way, but I think this one matches the lines of the splitter better, especially the front one. You can see there, matches very well. We'll do that. Spoiler upgrade, low-level spoiler, primary color, very nice there. Carbon version of that looks great. And then here you have the race wings. Got the giant with the Dewbauchee logo on top, and then the smaller one you can see there. I think the carbon low level is perfect. Transmission, turbo. Alright, wheels. So for this one, you know, this is a difficult one. I actually like the stock wheels of this car a lot. And you can actually get those without that weird chrome lip if you go to the SUV category. And you'll find them right here. And then you can do a full black without the chrome lip if that's what you're looking for. But I think we're going to go to the street category, do something from here. I think the concave racers suit this car very well, especially in black. Boom. I mean, it completely transforms the car. Looks amazing. Matches all of our carbon and stuff, and kind of like the black accents. It just looks really good. Windows. Yeah, we definitely got to black that out. That looks great. That's all the options there. I mean, not bad for a 2014 car. Let's exit to ground here. Right, let's see how it sounds. And this color looks pretty good out here, and it's not even hitting the sun yet. Awesome. Give it some throttle. Sounds pretty good. First person. Very similar exhaust note to the Rapid GT, just slightly tuned. Interior stitching, look at that, matches our primary color very nicely. And it kind of like whitish blue. I think it turned out perfect in here. Looks really good. Alright, let's go for it. Not bad, good acceleration. Again, 2014 car we're talking about here. It's moving. It is no slouch, that's for sure. Wow, not bad at all. I'm actually pretty impressed. A few corners here. Oh, sorry, 9F. Hard corner here. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I used to use this in races back in 2014. Obviously, the Elegy RH8 and the Jester and stuff, they were a little better. Again, it depended on the track and the Feltzer as well. But this car was the most consistent and easiest to drive back then, and I wasn't a very good racer back then, so I definitely would use this one in most of those, and used to be one of the best back then. Definitely some good times back then, but you know, now you have to spend, you know, you gotta buy a Pariah or a GTO with customization and stuff. You might as well round it off to about $2 million for a sports car, which is just nuts to be competitive. Now the Elegy RH8, that one is free, so, and it destroys this thing around a track as long as you know how to properly drive it. The Elegy RH8 is not an easy car to get the most out of it, but once you do, it is a monster. But this one, again, a lot easier to drive. 275,000. With upgrades, you're probably looking about 400,000 or so. So I mean, not too terrible, but I think there's definitely better options out there. But I mean, imagine how much this car would cost if Rockstar were to add it in today. Obviously, it would have a lot of customization, hopefully, but it would definitely be $1 million car for sure, even if it was this slow. So not too bad, and even for what it is, it's still a very, very quick car. And this color came out great. I really, really like this. Now let's open all the doors and stuff. And let's see here. Alright, engine model, just copied and pasted, typical sports car. Again, you gotta remember this is a 2014 car, and that's before they allowed you to use the interaction menu to open the doors and stuff. So back then, to actually see your engine model, you actually had to break off the panels and stuff by crashing it. So I guess Rockstar didn't really put that much effort into that because of that. Trunk opens, not too bad there. Interior, again, adder / 9F, just copied and pasted. With a, is that a 6? Is that a gated 6-speed manual? But yeah, not too bad. I think it's still a pretty decent car. Would I buy it? I mean, I don't know. If you're doing like a Dewbauchee, you know, / Aston Martin collection, I'd say why not, especially since it's under 300K. But, you know, if you're looking for a quick performance car that's gonna be competitive with the newer sports cars, this is probably not the car for you, depending on how bad the races are that you're racing against. The LG RH8 is definitely the best bang for the buck sports car. It's free, and it's still a very, very quick car. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to let me know down below in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want me to customize next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.